And that's what the car does to you. It just makes you laugh. It makes you laugh. Like. Hi, I'm Ante. This is my 2020 GT500 that I got with no dealer markup, and you're watching ANSWRD. I got the GT500 because the previous car I had, which was actually a 2020 5.0 Mustang with the PP2 package, got it in November, had it for about a few months, and the engine blew in February. That car went through the whole entire lemon law process. Ford bought it back, no issues. Ended up being able to actually keep the car for almost a year before I had to turn it back in. So I turned it back in November of 2020. And then at that time, I was looking to actually purchase a Mach 1 Mustang, and plans were to supercharge that. Went to the dealership to go order the car once they released the orderability for the Mach 1 with the handling package, and was talking to them about the car. We started getting into price. They brought up that they're gonna charge an ADM on the car. And I told them I wasn't planning on paying an ADM, and I'm not gonna do that. A little bit back and forth, you know, on that. And I told them, I was like, you guys have 3 GT500s here on your showroom floor, and you haven't sold them because of the ADM. And I said I'd buy one right now with no ADM. They went back and forth with each other in the office. 5 minutes later, they came back out, they were pissed, and they said, just take the car. So that's how I got this one. I wanna say the way the car actually makes you feel. I know a lot of people say, oh, I like the way the car handles, I like, you know, the way the car looks, I like the power the car puts out, but this car actually just makes you feel, I guess you can say, giddy when you drive it, just because of all those other reasons that are there. It's a fun car. It's, to me, what I envision a car should be, should drive like, should sound like, and should just feel. And it just makes me happy when I actually get behind the wheel and drive this car. Brake dust. That is one of the things I cannot stand on this car. I mean, this car was just freshly washed. We literally just drove it from my house to here, maybe 10 miles, and you already can see the layer of brake dust building up on the car. And we still haven't pushed it yet, so I can just imagine how bad it'll be when I get home. Then the other thing I don't like is gas. I mean, it gets okay gas mileage, about 12 miles, 13 miles is what I'm actually averaging right now with the way I do drive it. If I did drive it slower, I'd probably get 15. But the tank itself on a full tank only has about 200 miles or so. So I find myself after like 3 hours of driving back at a gas station filling up. Right now, the car is completely stock. It does have the handling package on it, which does include the front wickers, and then it has the rear gurney flap. That's part of the handling package, but the car itself is essentially all stock. Modifications I do have planned is to upgrade the suspension to the track pack suspension. I already ordered the springs and the sway bar for the track pack, have it at home, gonna install that. Also the camber kit, have that as well. Eventually I do plan on changing the wheels out to get the signature SV104s to give it a little bit more poke in the front. I just don't like how far in it sits. And for now, that's really just about it.
So you didn't even expect to get a GT500?
No.
And then you just threw it out there. You're like, I would buy the GT500 if you sold it no markup.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hear more of Ante's ownership experience with the Shelby GT500, click here for part 2 of the video with the in-car interview.